Hey guys, it's Fuguki here. This is the third video in my Warrior DPS Hellfire Citadel guide. This is the first one I'm doing with voiceover, so I'm sorry that my mic's really bad. I'm gonna get a new one soon, but please bear with me. Any tips and suggestions and advice are really appreciated at this point because I'm still really new to this. The boss we're gonna be looking at today is Archimonde on Heroic. It's also relevant for normal though, because it's the same boss. The talents and glyphs that I use are on the screen right now. However, on this particular pull I was actually using Mortal Strike glyph instead of Root Interruption, which is a mistake on my part, or I was not intending it, but if you are having a hard time staying alive on the boss, Glyph of Mortal Strike is also a valid choice. In the video I'm just going to focus on what's going well and what's going not well and try to explain as we go through, so let's get started. So I pop everything on pull here. Okay, watch this. I'm using the first Mortal Strike now, and I get a reset. I should not be pressing the second Mortal Strike, because the Doomfire Spirit's health is going down very fast, so I'm actually gonna lock myself out of an execute, which is super bad. You see, it actually dies before I get my execute off. And this is a very big deal, because an execute hits very hard at this point. I have 14 stacks of Unending Hunger, Recklessness, Bloodbath, and my pre-pot up. This is like the dream. But and the ring of course, and I'm actually missing this execute, which is a big deal, and it's gonna hurt me in the long run. So yeah, this time it works out, make sure that you have Class of Smash up and ready to execute when it reaches 20%. As you can see, I'm nowhere to be seen on the DPS meter. That's because the execute that I lost was gonna hit for maybe 300k, and sweeping strikes on top of that, which is a very big deal at this point. So yeah, this is good. Class of Smash and execute. Okay, I actually I pressed Class of Smash on the boss there before I swapped. That was a mistake actually, so once I rend this ad, I'm actually gonna switch back to the boss to DPS him because he has an active Class of Smash on him. So yeah, I still haven't really recovered from that start. So I cannot emphasize it enough how important it is to get that first execute on the Doomfire. Okay, so the cooldowns are coming back up and this Overfiend's coming in. This is usually where I use my cooldowns. It'll depend on your raid group though, when you're getting your shit back, but I think it's very regular to have all your stuff for the first Overfiend. So, as you can see there, I interrupted, but since I have the Mortal Strike glyph, I actually didn't get Root Interruption. So I'm losing out on a bit of damage here. Make sure to get this execute. Like, I'm waiting by doing anything because I want to get executes here. And while I still have some of my cooldown time left up and the dogs are getting low, I just decided that I'm just gonna switch to them to like snipe in some executes. There's one. The second one, nice. That's actually really good. However, right here, I want you to know that while it's good to snipe the executes on the dogs, they are very slippery and they can get away, so you don't want to overcommit. Right now, I think I'm overcommitting. Because I'm gonna follow this dog around. This is risky stuff, like you don't want to be doing this. It works out for me in this particular scenario because I get to execute him with a cluster smash, which is good, but it could have gone either way. Again, cluster smash executes on everything. Okay, there was the second pummel of the fight where I lost potential second root interruption. So I'm in this nether banish group, so I'm gonna go in now. But like, pay attention to this rend bar falling down. I 100% sure should be like reapplying rend before I go in, which I don't do here, so that's a mistake on my part. Three, two, yeah, it's 2 seconds left when I go in, which is really not good. Okay. I don't think I actually got that interrupt. But that's like a potential third root interruption that's lost. So again, make sure that when these things reach below 20 that you have cluster smash and execute. We're gonna have an interesting situation here where the ring like gets used before recklessness is ready. There it gets used. I still can't execute, so there's no reason for me to actually use anything because I can't even execute. Okay, so at this point I can execute. I'm not sure if I should be using Bloodbath here, but I definitely should have potted at this point. Okay, so at this point the ring has run out and it exploded. And you can see that red bar below my rage bar is actually the swing timer. And I'm gonna get rage right here. And I'm on 94 rage, so like I'm in no danger of capping, you know? At this execute that I am using right now is actually wasted. Because I'm using an execute on only a Colossus Smash. I don't have my paw stop, I don't have a ring, and I don't have Bloodbath or Recklessness. I should actually just wait here. Either just wait or just use Pot and Bloodbath like a second or two before Recklessness. Either way I'd be fine. But now I just used half my rage on an execute that was with no like extra benefit. And then I use all my cooldowns now. This is gonna like... Now I'm out of rage. Like, I don't have anything to... These executes are not like powered up. And the execute that I used before could actually be inside this window, which would make it like 10 times stronger. Well, not really 10 times, but still. And yeah, this last execute is just because I still have Bloodbath up. I could be pooling here, but I still have the pot up, so like both options are fine. At this point though, however, I should 100% be pooling. What I should do right now is reapply rend and then just wait. But yeah, you can't make these decisions all the time during like a boss fight, so as long as you're not using executes outside of Colossus Smash, you'll basically be fine. But yeah, thanks for watching.